Hello, my name is Brady Dorsey. I am a student attending Flatiron School in the Software Engineering Online Flex program. I am making this video in order to showcase my Phase 1 project. I was given the task to create a single-page application, meaning there should only be one single HTML file. I was required to implement at least 3 unique event listeners with 3 unique function callbacks, one example of array iteration using one of JavaScript's array iteration methods, and use JSON server to fetch data from a public API. I decided to create a Dungeons & Dragons character creator, and I got this idea from browsing a list of API. I came across the API for the D&D 5th edition handbook. Me thinking back on the few times I played D&D, the process of creating a character with just a character sheet and handbook can be a bit of a hassle and take quite a bit of time. Also, my friends who are dungeon masters, you'll always use a pencil and paper to erase and rewrite the stats for each character in the game. I wanted to make an attempt to simplify the character creating process and help dungeon masters organize the characters for their campaign. Now, whenever the document is loaded, a function is called which fetches data from a database running from a JSON server on my machine. All that data, if any exists, is assigned to the variable, then DOM elements are created to append character cards for each character. The character cards hold information such as name, level, race, class, background, alignment, as well as ability points. There were also 2 event listeners added to the button, hover on and hover off for highlighting the button and returning it to the default color. An event listener is also added to the new character button, which will display the create character container and hide the character screen, which you will see whenever you just get into the page. And as you see at the very top, you see your ability points. Unfortunately, I had no time to create any kind of auto roll system, which I originally wanted to, maybe in the future. So the users will have to make their own dice rolls to, acclimate their ability points. There is also the name option, the starting level, race, class, background, alignment. There are event listeners added to race, class, and alignment, which will fetch data from the public API and append information on the screen, which will help the user get an idea of what kind of character they want to make. So let's say I make a dwarf, speed 25, you speak common and dwarvish, and here's your racial bonuses. And these racial bonuses will, in the end, get added to your final ability score from up here. Now, once the decisions are made and the user is ready to create the character, one final event listener is added to the submit button or the create character button, which will assign all the values from the input boxes to a variable, and a post request is made to save each value into my JSON database. My fetch character data function is then invoked again to iterate through each existing character in my database. The character screen is displayed, and you'll see the card for the character I've just created is appended to the bottom of list of characters. The user may delete any character with a delete button. A delete request is made when invoking the event listener for this button, and it'll take off the card on the screen and is now permanently deleted from the database. And that is pretty much it. Just one single page, multiple event listeners were used, hover on, hover off, submit, click. I used the for each method when pulling data for racial bonuses, iterating through each and deciding the racial bonuses for the race selected. And JSON server was also used to fetch data from public API as well as sending and deleting data from a database. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.